It's been a long time coming. After well over a month of spamming Elden Ring videos, 4 different playthroughs, 4 different types of builds, 4 different play styles. I had a lot of fun making those videos. I really did, truly. But it's time that we regress and do something that must be done. Unlock more camos on Vanguard. God, why? It's truly a dark day whenever you're back here on Vanguard. What's going on, guys? It's Jeff. Back here on some more Vanguard, and like I was saying, we're just gonna go and unlock the last weapon that we have here that just doesn't have atomic on it. I'm pretty sure once we get over onto Warzone 2 as well, we're probably not gonna be able to use any of these older camos. I highly doubt any of these weapons will be in the game. They just basically want to do Warzone 2 to just remove all the bloat, you know what I mean? Makes complete sense. I completely get it. It's like a reset button. Like, okay, we tried it like this, and foundationally it worked, but over time it did not. So let's try to figure out a new way, or we can just try to squeeze a little bit more out of this VR thing as we can, because it's not really going up. It's just kind of been stagnant in terms of Battle Royale game. There hasn't been a brand new Battle Royale game that has come out that's been anything close to anything like Warzone or Fortnite or Apex. Apex has had a good, you know, ride and everything, and Apex is a good game. That has been the case for all 3 of those games since all of them have come out. There hasn't been anything really new. I really don't know if we're ever really gonna see like a big brand new Battle Royale game that blows up again. At least not to those levels. And I mean new, like a new name, not like Warzone 2 outdoes Warzone 1 or something. The only weapon I have in this game that is not atomic, and honestly I think all but what, 4 or 5 different weapons for the zombies camos as well. Otherwise everything else I have everything. The only thing that I've been missing is this Whitley LMG. Heavy long range machine gun, cumbersome but consistent. And they're not wrong. This shit is accurate when you put obviously the accuracy things on there, but that's actually the case with all of the weapons in the game. Yeah, the Whitley was apparently like crazy OP. Obviously nobody has been playing Vanguard this entire time, so it's just I had no idea how strong it actually was or how much of an issue it actually was, because over here in multiplayer on Vanguard, things were just so weird and wishy-washy, and the changes come in and then they're saying that they're there in the patch notes and then they're not. Like, it's just so difficult to figure out what's actually going on half the time unless you're playing the game every single day. And with games like Elden Ring out, you got me fucked up if you think I'm gonna be stuck here. Shit, half of the people that clicked on the video initially was probably like, oh shit, what's this? That's Vanguard, I'm out. That's just how the shit goes right now. It's so funny how everybody has been conditioned at this point to think that this is the lowest Call of Duty has ever been. It had to be around for it at the time, but if you were somebody that was trying to make it on YouTube back in, or Twitch, you did not play Infinite Warfare or Modern Warfare Remastered, because you had Infinite Warfare, which was the most hated Call of Duty, and it had more notoriety than Vanguard. But Vanguard is so obscure at this point in people's minds that they basically just want to forget that it even existed to begin with. You would think that somehow that would actually manage to be worse, right? Some people would rather be just more hated and still remembered than completely forgotten altogether. Oddly enough, that just hasn't been the case on YouTube. Like, I went back and I looked at the stats. Even over on like Google Trends and Google searches and all that other shit, like, you like looking at analytical graphs and shit. Back when it was only multiplayer and there was no BR, no Warzone, none of that stuff, it was the choice of which Call of Duty do you play and which Call of Duty are you good at kind of deal. What Call of Duty can you make the best content on? And the majority of the time, a lot of people tried to switch over to the newest Call of Duty because that had the most potential for growth and shit, right? But Infinite Warfare actually had the inverse effect. And a lot of people looked at Modern Warfare Remastered a similar way to how people are looking at this. You either upload the most hated Call of Duty of all time in Infinite Warfare, or you play Modern Warfare Remastered where everybody is just angry that they were changing COD 4. Or COD 4 is old, it's boring. Play the new, even though MWR really is it's a different game and the same game all in one. I don't know how to explain that shit. A remaster. Yeah, that's actually the perfect way to describe it. I need those headshots. Another one. Another one. Another one. I wasn't trying to camp for dogs, but sure, I'll call them in. Call of Duty is obviously a lot more fun when the multiplayer experience is also like super popular, where everybody's just talking shit, saying things in lobbies, actually doing something. Because back then over on MWR and Infinite Warfare, it was completely antisocial. Like, people were not playing on PC yet, and they were over on consoles, but we were on the, well, considered last gen now. We were on those consoles, and nobody used the party systems in those shits. Not like the Xbox 360 anyway. Xbox 360, like, communication and all the tabs and friends list and all this shit like that, unmatched. PS4 and the Xbox One just could not, they couldn't do it. Everything felt completely meaningless. Even if you were good, who cares? Headshot. 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 fit. See, I mean, they nerfed this weapon and apparently it was stronger, but if they only hit like damage or something like that, I mean, a headshot's a headshot. With an LMG anyway. I can't imagine how awful the grind is gonna be. Notoriety-wise, I mean, people are just gonna straight up, like, they're gonna be hungry for a new Call of Duty once, you know, MW2 ends up coming out. Oh, it's gonna be so gross calling it that. I should just call it Modern Warfare 2022. But, I mean, I've already put in this good amount of time into the thing. I wanna get it done. I got genuine anger back at me whenever I uploaded Infinite Warfare. Genuine anger. I got tweets like, fuck, what do you think you're doing? Yeah, sorry, shit. I want the headshots. I could just spray at them the whole time, but I want progress. They still have the double weapon XP, or is it off? It might be off. I feel like I would have leveled up a lot more with how much I'm killing people. 80 headshots. Wow, I made good progress. Honestly, dude, Modern Warfare 2 could be the greatest Call of Duty ever. I mean, in terms of popularity, at least, I mean, shit, if they go and basically turn it into a more aggressive Modern Warfare where less people can hide and there's just more action and shit. Honestly, just with the Modern Warfare aesthetic and just do Vanguard again. This whole, like, mind-numbing, just run at each other the entire time. I don't give a fuck how many people made fun of it. I love that shit. This whole falling asleep, slow burn fucking... I can't, man. Oh, 125. Not bad. I hope they show the headshots. That was cool. I feel like the headshot spot was a lot better than that, but whatever. Yeah, last night I tried to plug in my other GPU that I have, and, well, turns out I'm too fucking stupid, so I'm gonna have to figure that out. Honestly, I've been getting urges to play some Elden Ring PvP. There's some funny shit that happens on there. You know what they should add to Elden Ring PvP, or just like Souls PvP in general? Proximity chat. I'm just saying. Okay, so we went from almost the bitter cold camo all the way up to here. We got like 40 plus headshots in that match. Is there a way to see how many headshots I had? If there's no proximity chat, because I mean, that might just be completely annoying as fuck, but you're gonna end up with like H1Z1 lobbies where people just like, you invade in and there's 3 people and then they all come to start fucking blaring meme music at you while they just completely jump the shit out of you. There's a lot of cheap shit in the Elden Ring PvP stuff, so there's a lot of different builds and stupid shit you can do. There's 2 other games that are also coming out, The Quarry and The Devil in Me. They're both made by Supermassive Games, The Dark Pictures, Until Dawn, those guys. So there's gonna be 2 different games there. I think one of them comes out in like June or July, and then another one comes out a couple months after that. I mean, it's gonna be fun. It's just what that point leading up to this shit. Because clearly I could just finish this Whitley today. I'll run one more match. I can't get like a 15-minute double weapon XP one time. I don't want to do a full 30 minutes, man. I'm gonna fall asleep. I got up early. Oh wait, I can't turn it on. Oh, okay, it is on. We'll just go again then. Whatever. One more. We'll get all the headshots and we gotta do long shots. And the 5 kills without dying will just happen naturally. Just whatever. Long range kills, that should be easy. The super annoying thing is that they still had the goal and the audacity to go and remove the shipment/DOS house playlist. I understand that some people are of the opinion that those playlists actually inherently kill the overall game of multiplayer. I think honestly, everybody needs to shift their idea of what they think is the thing that people just want to see in multiplayer. How else do I explain that? Like, a lot of people go and say that this is just a camo simulator. And I've made the joke as well myself, saying that it's just camo simulator. That's the point. But before that, it wasn't considered camo simulator until Warzone came out. So before that, it was just grinding for camos. You're not camo simulator, it's the game. And once you're done with all the camos and shit, yeah, there's probably no surprise if you don't really have that much more to do, especially if people don't watch as many montages and shit like that. So you're left with funny moments and the challenges in the game, right? I feel like just because I'm promoting, like, literally just face grinding, teeth to the fucking curb, whatever kind of saying you want to use there, me doing the shipment stuff is just me doing it because I know it's just better for camo grinding and shit like that. It's not like that's the only way to play it. It's just once people get on the game and realize, the main things to do is to go and get camos and shit, why would they not pick the most efficient one? It's not camo simulator. The issue is that people look at the game as just an accessory to Warzone. That's due to everybody's perception of how important Warzone is. If Warzone was dog shit and no one cared, there would be more emphasis on just general gameplay in the multiplayer, because most of the time people go and think, even if I get ran over in multiplayer, I'm still better than you at Warzone, or come see me at Warzone. You can't really, you know, produce that fight in a vacuum over and over and over again in BRs, so people are able to just run away and hide from the actual fight in confrontation. Like, everybody just actively all together just decided, you know what? This is easier for all of us to just fall back on. So for our sake, let's just say, need like 8 more headshots or something. I had this idea in my head that if we basically just got a more aggressive version of Modern Warfare in general, then it's gonna pop off. And clearly the setting meant a lot more than I thought. Okay, I have a question. Imagine Vanguard right here, but everything is modernized. This SMG here, this is like the AS Val or some shit like that. Like something like a newer kind of weapon, newer model. The map that we're on, we're not in like some German hideout kind of thing. We're in like a city or some shit like that instead, but the same exact layout and everything. Would the game have done better? Did the World War II setting really affect it that bad, or am I fucking delusional? Is it more so the World War II setting, or is it more so the fact that people don't want an aggressive Modern Warfare style game? What I mean by Modern Warfare style is like with the tac sprint and shit. I've had this conversation the entire time. I don't know. I hope Modern Warfare 2 overall is just still an aggressive game, a proactive game. Yeah, I'll probably finish the Whitley tonight and no one's gonna care, so it was fun at least. I mean, I had fun. I mean, think of that shit right now. Right now they're working on Modern Warfare 2. Oh, I'm nervous. I just got a cold chill. Holy shit.